Eric, a young man with a penchant for thrill-seeking, found himself restless on this particular night. A mysterious invitation had arrived earlier in the day, slipped under his apartment door without a return address. The message was simple yet intriguing. Join us for a night drive. Destination: unknown. Be ready at 11:45 p.m. Intrigued and fueled by a mix of curiosity and adrenaline, Eric donned his leather jacket, grabbed the keys to his old Mustang, and headed out into the night. The town was enveloped in a thick blanket of darkness as he cruised through its deserted streets. A sense of foreboding hung in the air, but Eric couldn't resist the allure of the unknown. As the clock in his car struck 11:45 p.m., he reached the outskirts of Ravenswood. A solitary figure, cloaked in shadows, stood beside the road. Eric pulled over, and the figure approached. A raspy voice echoed from the depths of the hooded cloak. "Eric, welcome. Follow me." The mysterious guide led Eric down winding roads, the only sound the low hum of his Mustang's engine. The path became increasingly unfamiliar as they ventured deeper into the night. Eric's excitement morphed into unease, but he pressed on, unable to resist the gravitational pull of the night drive. After what felt like hours, the guide raised a hand, signaling Eric to stop. They had arrived at an isolated mansion, surrounded by towering trees that seemed to whisper secrets in the chilly breeze. The front door creaked open, revealing the dimly lit foyer. Eric hesitated for a moment, then stepped inside, the door closing behind him with a heavy thud. The interior of the mansion was as haunting as its exterior. Flickering candlelight barely illuminated the grand hallway adorned with antique furniture. The air hung heavy with the scent of age and secrets. Eric's guide disappeared into the darkness, leaving him to explore the eerie mansion alone. As he roamed through the dimly lit rooms, Eric felt an unsettling presence. Shadows seemed to dance at the corners of his vision, and distant whispers echoed through the halls. The mansion held a history of untold stories, and Eric couldn't shake the feeling that he had stepped into a world beyond his understanding. In one room, he discovered a dusty, forgotten library. The shelves were lined with ancient books and manuscripts, their spines bearing titles lost to time. Eric's curiosity led him to a worn, leather-bound book, its pages filled with cryptic symbols and faded illustrations. As he deciphered the text, he uncovered tales of a secret society that convened at the mansion under the cover of darkness. The clock struck 3:00 a.m., and Eric heard distant footsteps approaching. Panic set in as he realized he was not alone. The secret society emerged from the shadows, their faces obscured by masks. The room filled with a hushed murmur as they surrounded him. The leader, adorned in an ornate mask, stepped forward. "Eric, you have been chosen to witness the unveiling of our most guarded secret," the leader declared. The society guided him to a hidden chamber within the mansion, where an ancient ritual was about to unfold. Symbols adorned the walls, and an otherworldly energy pulsed through the air. Eric's heart raced as he became entangled in a web of intrigue and the supernatural. As the secret society prepared for the ritual, Eric's mind raced with fear and fascination. The air in the chamber grew thick, and a low chant echoed through the room. The masked figures moved with purpose, each step calculated and precise. The leader raised a ceremonial dagger, its blade glinting in the dim light. The room fell silent as the ritual reached its climax. Eric, unsure of whether to flee or succumb to the mystique, stood frozen in the center of the chamber. Suddenly, the atmosphere shifted. A spectral figure materialized in the center of the room, surrounded by an ethereal glow. The society members fell to their knees, their masked faces bowed in reverence. The figure spoke in a haunting, otherworldly language, its words resonating through the chamber. As the ritual unfolded, Eric felt a strange connection to the spectral entity. It seemed to beckon him, as if it recognized something within him. The leader approached Eric, handing him the ceremonial dagger. "It is your destiny to complete the ritual," the leader whispered. Uncertain and compelled by an inexplicable force, Eric took the dagger. The room held its breath as he made the ceremonial incisions, each cut unlocking a deeper layer of the mysterious entity's power. The air crackled with energy as the ritual reached its climax. Suddenly, the spectral figure vanished, leaving the room in stunned silence. The secret society members looked to Eric with a mix of awe and trepidation. The leader, removing their mask, revealed a face etched with both relief and reverence. "Eric, you have become a conduit to the unknown," the leader proclaimed. "You now carry the secrets of this ancient ritual. Guard them well." The masked figures dispersed, leaving Eric alone in the chamber. The weight of the revelation settled on his shoulders. He was now part of something beyond his comprehension, entangled in a world of secrets, rituals, and a destiny he never sought. As he exited the mansion into the pre-dawn darkness, Eric pondered the events of the night. The Mustang's engine roared to life, carrying him back to Ravenswood. The town, now awakening with the first light of day, remained oblivious to the supernatural events that had transpired. The mysterious night drive had transformed Eric's life in ways he could scarcely fathom. The road ahead held more questions than answers, and the secrets he carried were a heavy burden. Little did he know that the whispers of the ancient mansion would continue to echo in the recesses of his mind, beckoning him to explore the uncharted territories of the unknown. In the days that followed, Eric grappled with the revelations of that fateful night. The ancient ritual had left an indelible mark on him, and the secrets he now carried became both a source of fascination and a burden. Ravenswood, seemingly untouched by the supernatural, continued its daily routine, oblivious to the mysteries that lurked in the shadows. As Eric delved into the ancient texts he had discovered in the mansion's library, he uncovered a deeper understanding of the secret society's history. The ritual he had unwittingly participated in was just one chapter in a long and enigmatic legacy. The society, it seemed, had operated for centuries, safeguarding arcane knowledge and preserving a delicate balance between the mundane and the mystical. Haunted by the spectral figure and the echoes of the unknown, Eric found himself drawn back to the mansion. Guided by an unseen force, he navigated the winding roads that led to the isolated estate. The mansion, however, remained silent, its secrets concealed once more. As the weeks passed, Eric struggled to reconcile the ordinary world he knew with the extraordinary reality he had become a part of. The town of Ravenswood, seemingly unaltered, held no clues to the mystical undercurrents that flowed beneath its surface. One evening, as Eric roamed the deserted streets, he encountered a stranger, a woman with piercing eyes and an air of familiarity. "You carry the weight of the unknown," she said cryptically, revealing herself to be a member of the secret society. "Embrace your destiny, Eric, for the echoes of the unknown will forever resonate within you." With those words, the woman vanished into the shadows, leaving Eric standing alone in the quiet night. The journey into the mysterious had only just begun, and the road ahead was shrouded in uncertainty. In the months that followed, Eric continued to explore the secrets of the occult, uncovering hidden truths and honing his newfound abilities. The town of Ravenswood, unaware of the mystical forces at play, remained a facade of normalcy. As Eric's story unfolds, the echoes of the unknown reverberate through the town's forgotten corridors and hidden chambers, intertwining his destiny with the ancient legacy of the secret society. The night drive had not only opened a door to the supernatural, but had set in motion a series of events that would forever alter the fabric of Eric's reality. The rain fell relentlessly, drumming a haunting melody on the roof of Robert's car as he navigated the winding roads of the desolate countryside. The night was pitch black, the only illumination coming from the feeble glow of his headlights cutting through the dense mist. With every turn, the shadows seemed to dance, whispering secrets that the wind carried away. Robert was on his way to a mysterious gathering he had been invited to by an anonymous letter. The directions were cryptic, leading him to a remote mansion nestled deep in the woods. Despite the unease settling in his stomach, curiosity drove him forward. The allure of the unknown beckoned him, like a moth drawn to a flickering flame. The mansion emerged from the mist like a ghostly apparition. Its dilapidated facade hinted at a history veiled in darkness. Hesitating only briefly, Robert parked his car and approached the entrance. The ornate double doors creaked open, revealing a dimly lit foyer adorned with cobwebs. A haunting melody played softly in the background, echoing through the cavernous halls. As Robert delved deeper into the mansion, the atmosphere thickened with an eerie tension. Portraits of long-forgotten faces stared down at him from the walls, their eyes following his every move. The air itself seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy. Yet, an inexplicable force pushed him forward, deeper into the heart of the mansion. In a grand hall adorned with flickering candles, a group of strangers stood in a circle. They turned to face Robert in unison, their eyes reflecting the same enigmatic invitation that had led him here. The leader, a tall figure cloaked in shadows, welcomed him with a nod. The unsettling gathering began, shrouded in whispers and obscured intentions. The clock struck midnight, casting the mansion into an eerie silence. The leader stepped forward, revealing a face concealed by a porcelain mask. In a hushed tone, he spoke of a ritual that would grant those present unimaginable power, but at a cost only revealed at dawn. Robert's skepticism wavered as a sense of trepidation gripped him. The group formed a circle around a mysterious artifact placed in the center of the room. Each member, including Robert, placed a hand on the ancient object, closing their eyes in unison. As the ritual commenced, a chilling wind swept through the hall, extinguishing the candles. Shadows danced on the walls, and whispers crescendoed into unsettling chants. The air crackled with an otherworldly energy that sent shivers down Robert's spine. In the darkness, the participants made a pact, binding themselves to an unknown fate. Unseen forces seemed to manipulate time itself as the hours passed in a surreal blur. The mansion groaned, its very foundation echoing the mysterious ritual unfolding within. As the first light of dawn seeped through the cracks, the leader unveiled the cost of the pact. A secret each participant held dear would be revealed to the group. Fear etched itself onto every face as the truth unfolded, exposing buried sins and hidden regrets. The once united circle now fractured, consumed by the weight of their shared confessions. The mansion, no longer silent, echoed with anguished cries and pleas for mercy. Robert, caught in the web of revelations, felt the chilling grip of regret tighten around his heart. The night drive that began as an invitation into the unknown had become a journey through the darkest corners of the human soul. As the truth reverberated through the haunted halls of the mansion, the once united group descended into chaos. Accusations flew like daggers, cutting deep into the fragile bonds that had formed during the ritual. The leader, still masked in Enigma, watched with a twisted satisfaction as the participants grappled with the consequences of their midnight pact. Robert, haunted by the revelation of his own hidden transgressions, tried in vain to salvage some semblance of order. The atmosphere thickened with tension as the group teetered on the edge of madness. Shadows seemed to grow darker, and the once cryptic whispers evolved into guttural murmurs that filled the air. In the dim light of the morning, the mansion became a battleground for the fractured souls entwined by the pact. Some sought redemption, while others clung to the remnants of their secrets, desperate to maintain a semblance of control. The leader, ever shrouded in mystery, observed the unfolding chaos with an unnerving calmness. The mansion itself seemed to rebel against the intrusion of truth. Floorboards groaned, and spectral figures flickered at the edges of vision. The walls, once silent witnesses to clandestine gatherings, now echoed with the anguished cries of the exposed. As the sun ascended, casting long shadows over the crumbling estate, the leader revealed the final twist. The pact could only be broken if one among them willingly embraced the revealed secrets, accepting them without reservation. The weight of this decision hung heavy in the air as the group grappled with the realization that their only escape lay in confronting the darkest aspects of themselves. A reluctant silence settled over the room as the participants stared at one another, their eyes reflecting the turmoil within. Robert, grappling with his own demons, stepped forward, the weight of the truth etched across his face. With a solemn nod, he acknowledged the revelation of his darkest secret. The leader, removing the porcelain mask, revealed a face identical to Robert's own. A mirror image, a doppelganger entwined in the threads of fate. The revelation sent shockwaves through the room, and the mansion itself seemed to tremble in response. The doppelganger, now unmasked, explained the purpose of the ritual. It was not only about revealing secrets, but also about embracing them and finding redemption. As Robert confronted his own reflection, a sense of catharsis washed over him. The other participants, witnessing this profound act of acceptance, followed suit, confessing their sins and embracing the revealed truths. With each confession, the mansion seemed to lose its malevolent grip. The shadows receded, and the haunting whispers transformed into gentle murmurs of forgiveness. The doppelganger, a symbol of inner demons confronted and conquered, faded away, leaving the group standing in the pale light of morning. As the participants left the mansion, the air felt lighter, and the oppressive atmosphere lifted. The night drive that had begun with a mysterious invitation had led them to the brink of their own darkness, and ultimately, toward redemption. The mansion, now bathed in the warmth of dawn, stood silent and still, as if the very walls had absorbed the weight of the confessions and allowed the group to leave their sins behind.